Synchronous learning is learning interactions that happen in real time. Students and the instructor would be able to speak and interact at the same time and get immediate feedback from one another. Many students like having synchronous portions of their online classes as it gives them more access to their instructor and to their peers. Typically, in online classes, it may take time to get a response to an email or forum post. Some students feel that talking through questions they're having is much easier than trying to communicate back and forth through email. Synchronous learning offers students immediate feedback as well as a stronger sense of community when getting to hear or see their peers in real time and feel a stronger simulation of a classroom setting. Some tools to achieve synchronous learning are phone calls, video conferencing, or IM chat rooms. There are a variety of tools instructors and students can use to communicate in real time. Some can be scheduled meetings that are planned ahead of time. Others, like IM chatting, can happen spontaneously as people see who is online at the same time. Some of the tools that I like to use are Zoom, WebEx, Skype, Microsoft Teams, or Google Hangouts, all of which offer video conferencing, phone calls, and in real time IM chatting. Instructors can use these tools to hold virtual office hours in which students can communicate with them in real time, or these tools can be used by the students to hold team meetings, ask and answer questions about schoolwork, or just catch up with one another and foster that sense of community. Learners note signing up for online classes for the flexibility, or so they can complete learning activities on their own time. Some instructors attempt to incorporate synchronous activities as a way for learners to interact with one another and with the instructor, but some students noted some criticism of synchronous learning. One is that these meetings are scheduled at times that didn't work with their schedule and prevented them from being involved. They also noted technical issues prevented them from attending or interacting in a meaningful way. And in some cases, they didn't know who they were speaking with, and so it made connection and being comfortable expressing how you're thinking and feeling more difficult. There are ways to address this criticism. Instructors can use a poll at the beginning of the semester to get a general sense of when students have free time to complete their online work. This would allow instructors to create learning groups based on these hours of availability. They can ensure students have access to one of multiple settings for group interaction, ensuring they have access to a video conferencing tool, an IM chatting feature, or just by having them share their phone numbers. This way, students aren't limited to one technology or don't feel that they're missing out if they're missing one of those tools. They still have a way to communicate. The instructor can set up or suggest synchronous meetings or activities for these smaller groups based on their availability and encourage them to meet with or without the instructor to communicate about class assignments or just to chat with one another for social support. The first session should encourage groups to begin with an icebreaker, something to get to know each other, and develop a deeper bond outside of just their schoolwork. These discussion prompts for the meetings should encourage students to roundtable so that each participant has a chance to have their voice be heard. This will create an opportunity for students to meet with other students and develop a sense of community with a smaller group. These synchronous meetings can allow students to use one another as support throughout the semester and feel more humanity in their program. For more information about synchronous learning, refer to the website listed here.